Well, viewers, this management gig is all I have as a career now. In the light of becoming Mystic Mike, woo, in the previous episode, I decided I'd try my hand at doing a few more predictions. One of which is that we would not get a person sent off for at least 5 games. Idiot. In all fairness, I might actually be able to have a career as a magician because what I'm doing with this team is utterly nothing but magical. We're still in a title race, but I'm not really sure how. I have to say, I might have been a little bit hyper in the last episode, and for that, I don't apologise in the slightest, because on watching it again, I'd like to think it was relatively entertaining. If I'm going to have a career as a magician, maybe I should not have this hat, maybe I should have a top hat. Ooh, I like that. Hello everyone, welcome to my FM20 30 Year Career. I hope that you are all well and safe as always. Thank you for tuning in on all the recent episodes as well. It's very much appreciated. If you are enjoying the series and of course you've enjoyed the intro, then drop a like on the video for me because I'm going to need all the help I can get going forward. As today we take on Notts County and Grimsby in the Vanarama National League. Now, let's talk. Since the last time we met, form has been incredibly inconsistent. By that I mean we lost 2-0 away to Eastleigh. Dagenham and Redbridge we drew 0-0 with. Not great. We've gone out in the FA Cup, so there's no more money from that, which is a really big problem, and we'll get onto that hopefully in a much later episode where they're going to say that I've done okay with the finances. I really haven't. I've really not stopped the rot. I thought we were back to form when we beat Stockport away and Yeovil 5-1 at home, but then we followed that up with a disappointing 1-0 defeat to Halifax, but this was the sucker punch. We were 3-0 up against Havant Waterloo, who are 23rd by the way. You can tell here. Jack Robinson gets himself sent off in 76 minutes to give away a penalty. Dean Parrott scores the penalty. And then we somehow managed to concede 2 goals in the last 15 minutes with 10 men. I even went defensive, took all my strikers off. You can tell here, I went for it. I brought on more of a defensive lineup. Balls. Just balls. What's even more frustrating is that with all this indecent form, we're still second in the league. Granted, we played a game more than leaders Aldershot, which is annoying because now if they win, obviously they go 5 points ahead. Not ideal. What annoys me is just the inconsistency, and we need to try and get back to some sort of form today if we're going to have any chance of going up. Remember, we're not meant to go up, okay, but I feel like because we put ourselves in this position, it's something we should be aiming for. At least we look like we're going to be on course for the playoffs. But again, I don't back us against any of these, especially not away from home. Grimsby, by the way, who were doing not very well in the league, are now up to 7th. So it's like they've woken up. Just in time. Great. We got Notts County first. Love their sponsor. Not a clue who it is. It's worth noting I've also brought in one more player called Jordan Gibson, who's only on... he's on £925 a week, and he is basically brought in because I need cover for Zander on that left-hand side. He's not too bad, he looks like he could get potentially a little bit better, but not by much. He's just a stand-in. It's literally just a stand-in. You can tell there, he's only on contract till 2025 in June, which is next year, so it's only a 6-month contract. I don't think it's too bad just to get in some cover. I have got a couple more injuries to note. Obviously, Jack Robinson is not available today. Harlem Hale is injured. Bobby Crosswell's on his way back, and he should be back into full training in 2 days, which is very exciting. But we've lost, annoyingly, Tom Dinsmore, who I have to say was a player that was really doing very well for me, and this might be part of the problem as to why we've suddenly had a little bit of a downturn in form. He's out for another 11 days, but it has been so far nearly 5 weeks that he's been out. So you can tell that that's probably coincided with the poor run. Anyway, I've blabbered on long enough. Bessance in goal, Ramsey, Swain, Fogden and Grant make up the back four. Ramsey's been playing on the left-hand side today because at least I know he can play there. Baba is playing as the deep line playmaker in Dinsmore's absence. Doria Henry comes back in as the box-to-box midfielder. Zander's out on the left, Parton is in the middle, Doob is out on the right, and Carlton is back as well. Dale Carlton, and fresh off 4 goals in his last 3 games. He's played very well, so I'm hoping he can carry on that form. The guy who gave me the right run around last time was this boy, Luca Navarro, who doesn't look that good on paper, but trust me, he is. Right, let's get into it. I'm going to passionately say, I know we'll be keen to avenge what happened last time. Last time, for those that aren't aware, we lost 6-1 to Notts County, so got off in it. Can't have that again. Can't have that again. In all fairness, it was at their gaff, and as we can tell away from home, I suck. Something chronic. Our home form is still pretty good. That's the best thing, is that the new lodge is still pretty much an absolute fortress, touch wood. It's more to do with the fact that it's just the away form that sucks. Parton on the ball here, finds Doob. Go on, Doob. He's going to shoot with his left foot, which is also terrible, I might add. But that, to be fair, was at least on target, so that's something. It's a bit like once we get one highlight, suddenly the entire game just like catches fire. That's a brilliant ball from Parton into Carlton. Dale Carlton. I'm not going to say he's learned how to finish, don't say it. Brilliant ball by Parton. He's been so much better in recent games. Ever since that Slough game, he's been in brilliant form. Dale Carlton, that's a very accomplished finish into the far corner. He is a man playing with a lot of confidence right now. 1-0 to the Billericay. Come on, boys. Say Biller, just 1-0 to the Rickay. Grant hits it long. That's to absolutely nobody. Oh no, Navarro's in around the back. It never lasts long, does it, those moments of happiness? Jenkinson there, I mean, it's not brilliant defending by Fogden. He's just let him walk past him, and Navarro just taps it in. I say taps it in, he absolutely leathered that. So brilliant, that's annoying. Oh no, Navarro over a free kick. Oh, good save by Best. I told you, Navarro, he doesn't look that good, but I swear to God, he's overpowered. It's ridiculous how good he is at this level. Go out to the intro, I wonder what I'd be like as a magician. Pretty bad, like there'd be a lot of people sawn in half, I'd hazard to get. That sounds really strange. I don't mean in like a kind of psycho killer thing, as in that I just muck up a lot of tricks. Oh, here we go. That's brilliant. Well done, Swain. I love it. It literally at the moment feels like we give 1 pen away a game. Gomes up against Besson. He's hit the post, thank God. It didn't look like a foul, to be fair. It looked like the bloke was Tom Daly in the middle when he just decided to take a dive. At least he didn't try to recreate Splash. I mean, that programme was just... oh, God. It's been a very even Stevens half, but I think they probably just around about shaded it, really. They've kind of upped the ante in the last 10 minutes of that. But we have a corner. Parton whips it in. We all know we never score from... I was going to say we never score from corners, but Justin Fogden has got the goal. He's made up for the mistake he made, and that's a big goal before half-time. That's a huge goal. Usually it gives such a momentum switch before half-time. Bang. Brilliant. And Culverwell maybe should save it. It's quite difficult because it comes back off the post, so it's hard to read, but get in. Come on, I'm going to passionately say I'm happy with the way things are going. That's made me feel a lot better. Zander's not been great, so I'm going to have a little bit of a dig at him. Baba to Doria Henry, back to Baba. Into Doob. Doob hits on his left foot. What a goal by Keith Doob! I was saying earlier he doesn't have a left foot. Absolute nonsense. What a finish from Keith Doob. We're 3-1 up. We want 3 more. Let's get the 6-1 that they gave us last year. We just need to keep scoring, because as the last game proved, I can get a player sent off at any moment, and then we will definitely concede 2. Gut in. That makes me feel so much better. Dory Emery's still not having a good game, so I'm going to take him off. Jeff Lloyd is going to come on as the deep line playmaker. Baba moves into the box-to-box role. And I'm also going to take off Ryan Grant and bring on Stuart Butler at right back as well. You can see here we are the top scorers in the division, and that is the only reason that we're anywhere near the top. It's just the arsenal of talent that we have developed up front is... oh, for God's sake. Navarro whips the ball in. Besson, I mean, what are you even doing, mate? You're not a lollipop lady. He looks like he's directing traffic. Let's just see this again. Look at him here, Besson. What's that? He's literally... it's just like he is. He's a lollipop man. Doob. Sure, that's a pen. Surely. Zander! God, we just can't stop scoring. It's 4-2, and it's basically you shoot, we shoot, let's see who wins. I love the teams that I'm playing with at the moment. On all the saves, we've got such entertaining teams because I'm all attack. I'm all attack because I've given up trying to defend in this year's game. I've given up on it. Zander, it's his 9th goal of the season. He's come up trumps when I needed him to. Keith Doob is having the game of his flipping life at the moment. Zander on the ball again. Go on, Zander. Roast him, son. He has. Zander... hits it. Good save by Culverwell. We're all over him now. Come on, we want 5. Ramsey on the ball. Plays it back to Zander. Zander tees it back post. Doob. He's headed it back. Carlton! Carlton just chuck a leg at it. I want to take Keith Doob off because he's absolutely knackered. But at the same time, he's having such a good game. I dare not do it. This game is going to be so highlight packed. It's unreal. How the hell am I going to edit it all? I've got no idea. Do not make it 4-3. McLaughlin. I mean, is anyone going to... Butler. Besson. Besson nearly just teed it into that, and Butler literally just looked at it and went... he's like a butler. It was literally like he was waiting on the person there. Could I offer you something, sir? If you're going to be a butler, be like Alfred out of Batman and be a bit of a badass. I brought on Larby for Keith Doob because Doob was getting absolutely knackered. Well done, Besson. Just wait, mate. I mean, it's a great save, but all you had to do was come out and claim it. Navarro's literally just got the entire pitch to himself. I'm going to stop being attacking. We're going to go balanced. Ramsey, decent ball there, into Butler. Now, what can you got, mate? What you got in your locker? Sensational pass, sensational pass. Jeff Lloyd, Carlton, must be 5. Daryl Carlton is back. And by back, I mean he's never scored this prolifically on camera or in this save before. Get in! We've had one brilliant episode today of the lead save. If not, go and watch it because that game was flipping great. This one's up there as well. I'm just too many goals. There's just too many goals and not enough time. 5-2. That's how you bounce back, lads. That's I think that's the second game in a row where we've scored 5 at home. Yep, last home game we put 5 away, so people get their value for money at the new lodge, and we've gone top with that as well. Carlton's definitely going to get a "you were superb" in front of the goal comment. I thought he would have got the assist for the Zander one, but obviously not. Grimsby's up next. I don't have time to make any jokes. We just got to get there. I'm just going to run out of time in this episode. Right, so Grimsby now up into 7th, and we've never beaten them so far on the save. I've actually not played them yet, so this is going to be new for me. But what we will do is nothing, actually. I'm not going to change anything. I thought we played quite well now. The only real letdown was really Doria Henry. Other than that, everyone played really, really well. So, I see no reason to change. Right, now, can we get a big win away from home? It's something that's been missing all year, is consistent away form. Well, it's been consistently awful. So I'm hoping that maybe, just maybe, after that 5-2 bashing of a very good team, we can turn it on a bit today. Keith Doob on the ball, obviously off a very good performance last time out. Doob tees it into Zander. Zander, great touch. Carlton's managed to keep that alive. Zander whips it in. Carlton, Dale, oh, it's brilliant defending by Grimsby. You have to give him a bit of credit for that, but early doors, it is all Ricky. Where is that coming from? Ricky. Isn't that from EastEnders? Is it EastEnders? I haven't watched EastEnders in years. Mainly because I don't want to get manically depressed. I've noticed that on all soaps. If someone isn't dying in an episode, it's a bit like, oh, it was a terrible episode, it was a terrible episode. There can't be that many people like left in all the places that all the soaps are set. Do you know what I mean? Doob here. Someone to part in. Someone's got it. Someone. Anyone. Do not let them score from this. Well done, Fogden. Great play there. Baba on the ball. He's played a lovely ball to Zander. Zander hits it. Oh! Oh, that was nearly magical. I was already up in celebration. You saw her arms were up. Flipping bar. And yes, I got it right this time. The bar is the top one. Posts to the side. Oh, look, it's a set piece. Oh my god, we've headed it clear. Parting into Baba. We are all over Grimsby at the moment. They can't get out their own blooming half. Apart from there. Doob on the ball. Great play into Zander. Please finish it. Zander hits it. Other corner! You just hit a banger with your left foot. Just use it again. Hughes on the ball. Gets to the byline. They whip it in. Back post. Besant makes an absolute pig's ear of it. And Taran Alakaria scores from their only attack of the game. So, how in the world is that Ramsey's fault? It's already said, he knows he missed the header. It's like, not being funny, mate. What's the keeper doing? Hughes whips it in. I mean, that from Besant is just... He had it. He literally had it in his hands. I don't like this about FM sometimes. It literally does obviously pick out the wrong player that's at fault. How in the world is that Ramsey's fault? Other than the fact that, yes, he didn't win the header against the bloke at the back post, but you don't expect normally your fullbacks to win headers at the back post against tall forwards. It's just a fact of football. Oh, for God's sake. Tilly's in, and he's missed somehow. Not that Besant would have saved it anyway, even if it was straight at him. He probably would have palmed it into his own net. He's not playing in the next game, Besant. I've made the executive decision. I'm going to put Lockett in, who I loaned from Watford. He's not had a chance, but you know what? He's going to get one now because I'm fed up. I'm fed up of Besant just costing me points. Partin, good ball in. Fogden, back post. How have you missed that? Whenever we go away, we play the same way, and that's not a problem because we dominate the games. We dominate the football. We make more chances than the home team in every single game. We just don't finish. It's just like we just lose all composure. Brilliant save by Thomas. That's not helping my mood. How are we behind in this game? I've got a bad feeling here because the highlights continued. It's one long ball over the top. Giles. Oh my god, well done, Besant. Again though, he literally can't hold any. He could not hold a conversation. And Harry Clifton's made it too. Harry Clifton's made it too. From a corner, would you believe it? From a corner? No! Never a set piece. Never! I even looked up online about how to defend from set pieces on FM. Nothing works. I see this. I see us dominating the game, and I sit there and think, how have we not scored? And then I remember, because we're away from home. Zander whips it in. Carlton, of course they've saved it. Of course Zander's missed it. Well, it's good that their keeper can like drop it and then pick it back up again. I'm really annoyed. Honestly, Zander's been shite as well. Get Zander off. He's been absolutely atrocious. I'm going to bring on, not on Malabu, I'm going to bring on Dylan on the left. But, I mean, Partin whips the ball in. Come on, boys. We deserve a goal. Flipping hell. I'd love to see my overall form away from home on FM this year. It must be so bad. Like, genuinely, my away form must be so bad. At home, I bet you I'm as good as nearly any FM YouTuber out there in terms of home form. But away from home, probably the worst. I don't have players that can play counter-attacking football. My team is built to press and built to dominate the ball. That's the way that my teams play. That's the team that I've established, and I have one way of playing. I want it to be that thing where I have a philosophy and I want to play that philosophy no matter where we go. But at the moment, it literally feels like, no, you have to change every time you go away from home. And I don't want to. Most top managers don't, so why would I? Ramsey hits it. That's a brilliant effort. And of course it's hit the bar, you know. And that was the post, so this time I got it wrong. For God's sake. I'm going to bring Jeff Lloyd on, take Partin off. He's not played badly, but he's absolutely shattered. Baba's going to go into the advanced playmaker role. I feel hard done by, to say the least, in this. I know the stats are very even, but in terms of highlights, there's only been one team in this flipping game. Literally, there's only been one team in this game. They've had 2 highlights and they've scored from both of them. Maybe I shouldn't count it as highlights. Maybe I should look at the stats. I don't know, but I always feel like the highlights are what is giving you like a kind of representation of the game, because they're the good chances, and obviously they barely had any. What a goal that is by Dylan, by the way. It's not over, but I just can't get this feeling that we scored. The likelihood that they're going to go down the other end and score is very high, but this is a superb goal. I've got to get into focus position now, because there's a chance we might win this. Well done, Dylan. We've got the goal we finally deserved. To be fair, we should have got at least 3 here, but come on, boys. Come on, we're fitter than them. They're all absolutely knackered, and they haven't made a bloody change yet. Come on, we can do this. Free kick, Dylan, Swain, get in! Charlie Swain, get in! It's his 2nd goal for the club, 2nd goal of the season. It's the magical goatee. Magic's a bit of a theme today. I've got to come up with like better superlatives, I think, than magic. And, oh, incredible, unbelievable, all Mike phrases. Absolute scenes. I would take a draw. I would take a draw right now. It feels like we should really have won the game in the terms of highlights, but at the moment, from being 2-0 down, I would take a draw. We've deserved this. We've come here. We've pretty much not bossed the game, but I always feel when you go away from home and it's very even, it basically means you've been the better team because you're not at home. And to be from 2-0 down, to come back and get 2-2, ridiculous. Get in. That's a big point. Get in. Super sub Asengiani. Dylan, he got the assist as well. Well, mate, you've definitely secured yourself a place in the starting lineup. Zander's out the lineup. You're in there next time, mate. Unbelievable. Aldershot and Dover is our next port of call, and obviously we'll be in a January transfer window at that point, although there's no real point having a transfer window in this save because I get everyone on a free. I might loan someone in though, we'll have a look. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then do drop a like on the video, share and subscribe. Let me know where you think we're going to finish the season. I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. I will obviously read fully all of them, and I always reply. I always do. Thank you so much for watching. Until I see you in the next episode, take care of yourselves and stay cool because it's roasting out there.